Variant 6 Ghost Synergy Bug Update, the bad side of the gifting event, and the first step objective is a little annoying. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions News show for Wednesday. How you all doing? Now I'd love to say there'd be lots of information to go over, lots of different stuff to cover, but it's not really. There's a few things to really touch on that are important about, say, the scams and the bad side of the gifting event, which I've seen in the last 24 to 48 hours, which does leave a very sour taste in one's mouth. But as well, there's some little things to bring you up to date on and as well give updates to, so it's kind of important. As well as all the predictions and helpful things that this show does. So hit the like button, subscribe with post notifications on all, and make sure to get involved with some of the discussions that we're going to talk about in the comment section down below. And just quickly, as I normally do, I say thank you. And thank you so much to those that support the channel through the means of YouTube membership and Patreon. They're on screen at the moment. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, thank you to those that support over on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live, where I do a lot of live streaming. I will be live streaming today. I'll be doing a later on live stream. I'm actually going to be doing a Marvel Realm live stream over on Rich's Realm. If anybody's interested, it's up to you. I'm not going to force it down your faces. I'm just going to merely say, if you are interested, then I am going to do a little stream over on Rich's Realm. And the stream will be at UK time at 3 PM. I think that's 9 AM or 10 AM Eastern time, I want to say. No, don't quote me on that. Just go with 1500 hours GMT is when I'll be live streaming here. And then on Twitch, I'll be live streaming later on in the evening, kind of normal time, about 2000 hours GMT for Marvel Contest of Champions. Cavalier difficulty is on the slate for this evening. Okay, first story up, let's talk about the calendar. Is it better than it was? Slightly better than it was. There are things that I liked about last year's that are not in this year's, but that's just how it goes. And as well, the day in which you get the great gifting crystals are right at the very end because they're more spicier. But look, it is an improvement on what is to be a kind of a meh calendar. Let's just try and give a bit more context to this. So the calendar, if you don't know, has kind of been changed. It did a placeholder things, but that was sort of incorrect. Although saying that, even though it kind of looks like it might be placeholders, it's very strange that they have values of 4,000 and 2,000 and 3,000 respectively. I'd find that a bit peculiar to a degree, but you know, who am I to say that Kabam didn't do this as some kind of marketing thing about the way that kind of, you know, put out something negative to create a buzz. You know, that bad publicity is good publicity type of marketing ploy. Although maybe I'm reading too much into it. Either way, looking at last year's, the way that this is done is like the tier 2 alpha for me. I love the tier 2 alpha. I think that would have been great. Tier 1 alphas as well, a start point would have been amazing as well. But again, that's just a personal opinion by myself. Health potions in comparison to last year, this is the thing. I like last year's a little bit more. Obviously, the shard values would have to increase. So the ones for 6 stars, 5 stars would have to increase based on current meta. And having gold crystals instead, there are a few things that I'm just like, well, it would have been nice for some of the stuff that last year to be in this year. But now I can't overly complain because it's free stuff. People seem to give me that reminder a lot of the time. Oh, it's free stuff. Yeah, but last year they had tier 2 alphas. Yeah, but it's free stuff. Yeah, but I don't really need health potions. It's free stuff! Okay, fine, it's free stuff. So I guess I'm not allowed to complain because there'll be people coming at me going like, dog, you shouldn't complain for free stuff. So, yeah, it's free stuff and it's better. So I'll go with it's better. So unfortunately we have to accept it. But it's free stuff, so thank you, Kabam, for the free stuff. By the way, don't take that segment too seriously. It's just jokes, a little bit of sarcasm. It's all fun at the end of the day. People like sarcasm, right? So first step special objectives. Look, this is something that pops up from time to time and is kind of annoying for certain players. I haven't been around when it's happened. I don't know if this is early on in the morning when it does pop up. You get this thing called like first step special objectives, and you'll kind of be presented with some special crystals. They're nothing special. As my friend Lawrence puts here with this particular crystal, this is what it is. You get an MCU crystal from the objective, and it's nothing special. It's just a little 2-star, but it's specific to the films. Can be quite good for those getting like, new champions and stuff, because you get like a lot of the newer god tier champions that are just really effective and fun. But yeah, like, there's no kind of great payoff. Like, look, I'd love to get a 2-star Red Guardian, but it's not going to happen. You get a 2-star Falcon. It's nothing amazing. But either way, it's popping up from time to time, and Kabam have said, as of the 19th, hey everyone, the team is aware there's an issue, is investigating the ways to resolve it. So it's like, well, it's just a weird objective that pops up. It was kind of weird because we were expecting the Cavalier objective, which now, if you don't know already, if you haven't read the mail, if you're Cavalier or above, you got it for free with no work, which is annoying because it does rule out that kind of hope I had for a surprise Christmas Day side event. But yeah, that's not, it's probably not going to happen. But I'd love to be surprised. I'd love for a nice little kind of easy event that gave some nice stuff. That was kind of like a really big surprise, and just kind of like have that last kind of like top up of the year from Kabam, rewarding for what is like an excellent December. So yeah, fingers crossed, hoping for the best. You know, we'll see. Next up, and I think we covered this last week, and that was the Variant 6 Ghost Hood Synergy bug. The way that you were able to go into phase and still get like a huge amount of damage. We showed footage here from this video of a Hyperion fight going into an SP3, and there's a particular moment where in phase that just before then there's a moment where in phase there that then Hyperion goes into SP3, and let's just say at the end of it, it is bye health. Which does mean that synergy is broken at that time. Now, several days passed, nothing really was doing. It was taken to Kabam, something was said, and then all of a sudden, December 18th, it is confirmed that, hey there everyone, we pushed the fix that should reach everyone shortly. If you haven't restarted your game recently, we'd recommend doing so. If the issue persists though, you can feel free to let us know. And someone did say that around about that time, that has been fixed. So if you're looking to do Variant 6 with your Ghost, use this as a good opportunity. It's fun times for everybody. And now let's move on to the gifting event. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So the good side of things is that players are seeing some great stuff. I mean, I seem to be inundated with people sending me images of them having good luck, like that, out of 2 greater gifting crystals. Like, I don't know if people are just doing this now to just like rub salt in the wounds when it comes to like further progression of roster. Look, I shouldn't moan about some of the stuff that picked up from the great gifting crystals I had yesterday. But yeah, it does leave me ultimately disappointed, especially with things like champion pools. For me, it will be down to like what happens for me on Christmas Day to make me kind of feel like, oh, am I interested with any kind of like luck that drops with this RNG of this game? It's just like, man, sometimes you can be very disappointed with what you get from crystals and things, but look, it is what it is, and you've got to take the rough with the smooth and keep calm and carry on. That's the way you gotta treat it. But look, there's some really kind of bad people out there, and I'm annoyed. I am annoyed because people are getting scammed. Yes, people are getting scammed left, right, and center, and it's not good. Do not trust people on global. I know people will say, well, alliance mates don't want to trade, and I understand that. I understand that there will be alliance people that will go, look, you know, maybe I can't trade. It's important to find trustworthy people to trade with, and I would say this is the important thing about making friends in game. Also, trying to find, and this is going to be another difficult thing. If I was to set up a Discord room, people would maybe set up a line group for trusted, known trusted traders that would actually kind of like reciprocate. And that's the thing, they're just scammers out there, and report them to Kabam for God's sakes if they're not part of this trade. There should be somewhat of a system in place, similar to the likes of RuneScape, or actually no, I think RuneScape has it in, and people are like, RuneScape? What are you saying RuneScape for? Well, there was a trade system. If you don't know, I've played a lot of games over the many years. RuneScape was one of them, especially way back when. The trading system of RuneScape is a little bit different to what we've got in MCOC. MCOC, there's a trust method with it, which I don't like overly, and over the years it's kind of like got worse. Let's just see if I can just bring up just quickly where how a trade works in RuneScape. Again, I know people will be like, RuneScape, why are you using RuneScape? Well, it's important to the process of this particular instruction. Oh mate, I can't even find a good enough image. Right, okay. This is it here. So, RuneScape system. So, In the system, you would put in the items that you wanted to put in, like this person's putting in like millions of coins and salmon, and then the other person would put in the same value of what it needs to do, and then once they both agreed, it is then locked in and then you accept it. That seems like a nice fair method and something Kabam would be of value of doing. I know that may not be as easy to do, but this is what is a good system that would be fair. Yes, people can like, last minute decline it or remove something, then accept. But I think the system is that you lock stuff in, then you go through the accept, which I think, look, it's a fair method, it's a better method, and it's something I really think Kabam need to look into in the next at least 12 months. So if they look to do a gifting event for 2021, they look to employ a system which has a fair trade system. And look, you can trust people. I number one trust my alliance mates, but at the same time, there's people that I've met IRL with this associated with this game. M plays the game as well, so we kind of could do that. But then there's other people that I've met in person at New York Comic Con that I know that have been associated with the channel, mods for the channel. There's a whole host, and you may not have those kind of friendship links. And I would say at the same time, even if you come to things like my Discord, we can't vet people. I don't know that some person in the Discord is not going to scam another person. So I had to try to make this as strict as possible to say, look, you have to 100% know that this person, or at least know you can trust them. And there's people going around. We've had to ban people as a result. So look, this is the bad side of the gifting event. And as I did say in the video earlier this week, it's important to trust people as much as possible. So please take that as a consideration and try and make friends in the game at least. But yeah, it's not good. Now, one of the things that is very important out of the gifting event is the Greater Gifting Crystal. I still haven't decided if I want to do some more, especially with trying to save up some units for doing Abyss of Legends runs next year. But I need to time when my revives expire as to when I plan to do the runs, as that's going to be quite important as well. Because if I trade 6,000 units of revives, I need to know that they are ready, or I won't have them expiring at the point of doing the run. So it's just a bit of boxing clever. However, let's see where people are up to with Greater Gifting Crystals and what they're getting back. So people have voted. There's been 89 votes in this particular section, this thread, that people have gone. Predominantly, they're getting rank up materials, which is nice. Tier 5 class catters is what I've mainly picked up from my video. And then we've got shards 23%, and then both equally 19%. Yeah, I mean, I was happy with the 5-star shards to a degree, but it's not really propelling roster forward. However, though, and my kind of like only however to that is, I've still got to do the Abyss runs. So if I get, and I will be pushing to get, an Apocalypse and all the other champions I need at 5-star level, when it comes to, I believe, January the 12th. So that will be the next time I'll do that. So now it's all about saving up 5-star shards and preparing for that. The Christmas Day opening, which is hopefully my redemption opening, which sees me open a 6-star, featured 6-star, and as well a skill nexus, is going to be hopefully a time that I pick up some good champions. I'm hoping to pick up a Mega Red, which would be great because I can put another great champion up and then utilize that for things like variant 6, because there's a couple of paths I'm kind of like, I'm going to hold off and see if I can be more effective with a Mega Red for those particular fights. But we'll see what happens when the opening happens. But in any case, the gifting event has been incredibly fun and enjoyable thus far, apart from the little bits of scuff and scams, which seems to be a usual thing. If Kabam can get that sorted, man, that would be great. But in any case, moving on. And now on to our final story, which is Arena Predictions. I'm slightly disappointed because I thought this would be the yearly one. But look, it is what it is. And hopefully the yearly arenas drop then as of next week. Next Thursday, which would be, as I said, it's slightly disappointing to see that, unless they're not doing yearly arenas anymore, but that would be kind of annoying, unless they're doing like all January's yearly arenas, and we all look forward to that. I mean, I love doing those arenas, but at the same time, during that time period, it's going to be great actually for me, because I'm going to be doing Abyss runs, and as well grinding out arena to then top up my units as I go. If I make mistakes, and I'm stuck in content, then I'll go back and I'll grind for more units and then come back and do some more. So one day on, one day off those. Now, predictions for those arenas are as follows. For myself, I'm going with a 27 mil for Spidergwen. I think it's a little bit more than Daredevil, but I think that if you want to push the 30 mil, then do it. I'm just feeling quite strong with 27 mil. The 4-star version of Spider-Man, I'm going with 5.5 mil, which I think is fair, and in Sabretooth 1.6 mil for the basic. I just think that's where those scores are going to come down the line of. That's my prediction. And thank you very much for watching this video and supporting the content. Make sure to check out some videos up there. Check out Rich's Realm, where we've got some more Marvel Realm of Champions guides and videos and strategies and stuff like that, and good plays and things as well as gear guides and more. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.